if you worried about extreme weather, to use a new locution, that the climate might change, we don't have to debate whether or not humans are impacting the climate. They always impact stuff. We have some impact. My scientist friends in this field are careful to point out, you don't say zero impact. It's just that we can't find the signal. And even the infamous IPCC, the UN body that studies climate change, the scientists in the main body of that research have pointed out recently that all the media hype around extreme weather being caused by climate change, that there's no visible correlation between current weather and so-called climate change. This is all about a theory about the future. But nature has been trying to kill humans for all of the time that humans have existed on Earth. It's not just natural disasters and weather, but pestilences and bugs and viruses. And humans have somehow managed not only to survive, but thrive. And we do that because of, to be philosophical, it's because of information. We have brains, we have capacities, we're tool wielders, we're inventors. It's homo faber, not homo sapien. We are makers of things. Technology is what rescues us from the deprivations of nature. And so then if you're depressed about the future for whatever reason, and there are good reasons to be worried about what nature will do to us, I'm much more worried about what other people will do to us and other potentates of nation. But if you're worried about what nature will do to us, what risks will be exposed to, we have good evidence throughout history that we're extremely good at inventing workarounds and ways to survive. So if you're more worried about the future than many other people, then what you're essentially saying is there's no progress left in technology. I think we're on the cusp of one of the biggest technological revolutions, an efflorescence of new class of technologies been in a century, that people who are young today arguably live at the most exciting time in history. We're going to see more positive change in the next half century and a century than we've seen in the last century. We have every reason to be profoundly optimistic about everything, not about capacity for humans to want to fight each other and to do horrible things. That's human nature. That hasn't changed. By and large, compared to all the history, things are much better than they've ever been. If you believe it's true, and that we are facing a crisis in the climate because of human activity, then the solution to that is technology to ameliorate the impacts, to have resilience and adaptation. The solution is not to change our energy system. And the reason I know that is because, as you point out correctly in an eloquent disquisition of my position, it's impossible. This whole narrative about an accelerating energy transition isn't in the facts, it's not the data.